Hello, and welcome back to Zade's Okay. This is episode 5. How are you doing? Thanks for the support as always. I feel like I'm going to say that after every video. But each time the video gets someone comments or even watches the video and the number goes up, I'm like, whoa, I've not really been promoting this outside of like my Discord, and that's literally it. I think last week I might have said I wanted to promote this on Instagram. Sorry, let me just it's focused enough. I wanted to promote this on my Instagram, and I was like nervous about that, so I didn't end up doing that, but I did end up promoting my stream on Instagram for the first time. Was nervous about that too, but I mean, it went well. So yeah, sorry, I kind of just jumped right into this. I did attempt to write some things down. I have a flight that I'm leaving for in an hour. You know what, let's start there. So I'm going to Scotland. Yay! Going to Scotland from today till the 16th. So I'm going for a week. And you know how I know I'm feeling good creatively is because I'm not excited to be missing this. I'm going to try and film a Zade is Okay there. But I kind of offset these. So I try to upload these on Fridays, and I film them on Sundays normally. Today's Tuesday? Today's Tuesday. 2 days late because I've been very hectic week. I had to finish some video work. Our car broke down. Oh yeah, I can talk about that too. Forgot about that. Our car battery died, and I went to watch Hamilton. Damn, as I'm like, this is for me to talk about my week, and I'm just like speed running what happened in my week to come up to this. But anyway, all of that to say, this is the first week of the 4 weeks I've been doing this, which is a month. Congratulations. My goal was 8 weeks, and so we're halfway there. Oh yeah, so that's the first week that I'd missed an episode, right? We're like, again, you see the episode later, so it won't come up like I missed it for you, but it's the first time I missed my recording day. And I was like, oh no, like I don't want to miss this, because I know, like when I was in college, I went to college for engineering. I dropped out before you say, oh my God, he's so smart, which we were totally going to say. But I dropped out after 2.5 years. But while I was there, I remember what would happen is I miss one class. So let's say I slept in for one class, or I'm like, oh, I have the notes on this. I don't need to worry. Hello. Oh, sorry. Just making sure this is the right mic connected. I don't need to worry about like stress about getting there on time, or maybe I just don't make it today. I did that once, and I don't think I went back to that class again. Because in my head it was like, oh, so I can miss this, still get an A or like a really high grade, and not be stressed. So like, what am I doing going? And I noticed that habit immediately. So I was like, I can't miss any other classes. And so that's how I feel about most things, is if I'm like, I will do this weekly, as soon as I miss that day, if I don't, like, whether it's working out, if I and also on that, the working out has been good. Some of my friends have said that they noticed I meant to mute my OBS. Oops. Some of my friends said that they noticed my arms getting bigger, which is huge. That's like awesome. And the runs have also been good. I didn't do the last 2 days for, the things that I said before about being super busy. But overall, I've been pretty consistent. Whenever I didn't run, I would make sure to work out. My diet's not been great. I've basically been eating Costco frozen pizza and dumplings all day. Every day, but overall, I'm like, I feel like I look better. The Scotland goal is coming. All of that training has basically been leading up to this. Hopefully I keep going after Scotland, and I do plan to go to the gym while I'm there. But yeah, no, I'm glad that I've found a way to be somewhat consistent, because I know if I miss that gym day, then the next day I'm like, wait, why am I waking up so early to do this? I don't need to. I didn't do it yesterday, and I survived and I lived. My mentality is kind of like min-maxing, which I hear is very common for people that go into specifically like science-based STEM fields, or like engineering especially. One of my friends works with like engineering creators, and he's like, yeah, all of them are just min-maxing everything. And I'm like, low-key, that's me. Like, if I find out the exact bare minimum of something that I need to do to get it done to the highest quality that I can, and still have all of the benefits, then I will. Like with work, for example, I try to do the best video I can as fast as I can. And for example, like if I can get all my videos done as early as possible in the week, then it's like I get a long week, even though, you know, I still find other ways to work because I am contracted 40 hours. So I'm going to try my best to get as close to 40 hours as I can each week. But yeah, it's like I want to make the best thing possible with the least strain possible. Basically just maximize efficiency. And I try to do that for everything. And so I know that if I'm like, and with that comes, I didn't do this thing yesterday and I still survived. I still feel good. I didn't feel sick or nothing went wrong, blah, blah, blah. So that means I'm good to just keep doing it. Not a good mentality, not a good mentality at all, especially when you want to be consistent with something. So all of that to say, I'm glad I'm still here. It's Tuesday and I'm still filming it. So I have 3 days to edit this, which is fine. It's usually just putting it in, removing any really big silences, and then putting in images that I reference. For example, this image. No idea what I'm going to put there. I'll figure that out later. But yeah. Oh, I can also talk about Aaron's podcast. I won't have time to talk about all this. But yeah, how are you guys doing? I hope your Friday is going well, assuming that this goes up on Friday. I'm going to start scheduling these, hopefully. And I'm honestly kind of nervous about going to Scotland. I haven't been since... When was I last? I think Christmas early this year. So that's like 8 months ago, and I won't be going again for a while after this. I'm going to see, because of my visa, when I send my visa application for my green card in America, I can't travel during that time. So I'm thinking maybe I go back for Christmas and then I send my green card after, but it feels like I'm cutting it close because it expires in July, and it's just a whole thing. And it's like, my first Christmas away from my family, that sounds like a nightmare. Like I care so much about my family. I do everything for my family, especially like I feel like my brother's alone at home, and like for him to be alone at Christmas, I'm just like, I don't want to do that. But I'm also like, you know, I can't get in trouble with the US government. That's the kind of thing like where you get banned, you know, and I don't want to be banned, especially if I want to live here somewhat long term. We'll see. So yeah, I'm kind of nervous about going back. I actively avoid seeing people when I go back, except the people that I'm like really close to. Like I want to hang out with my friend Connor from high school. I want to see my best friend Daniel as well. Gonna see him. He works for now as well, by the way. I think that's honestly one of my proudest achievements is getting Dan a job, because he's like hated basically every job he's ever worked, and I was able to teach him editing and get him a job working with Client One. But I'm very proud about that, or like happy that I was able to do that, like help him in any way. And he's doing great. You know, he's getting better and better each day with editing, and I'm very proud of him. But yeah, I'm excited to hang out with him. Probably going to get Nando's. If you don't know what Nando's is peri peri chicken, which is really popular in the UK. And it's a peri peri chicken restaurant. My friend Carson hates it. It's so good. It's so good. Nando's is so good. I love it. And I can't wait. I know I'm gonna, like, I've been saving up money so I can get Nando's at least 4 out of the 7 days that I'm in Scotland. I'm so excited. I can't wait. Like, my mouth is watering just like thinking about it right now. Oh my God. The peri peri fries. The sunset burger. Oh, this is gonna be so good. I can't wait. But yeah, I'm always nervous if I like go out, like if I go to a bar, because that's like what most people do to hang out. I don't have my car there anymore. That's a whole other story. I can't talk for too long today, but my stepdad unfortunately was kind of scammed out of a bunch of money, and then the person that scammed him also scrapped our car, which sucks. Did not talk to us, just scrapped it, got no money back. So there goes my car in Scotland. So I'm basically going to be riding the bus every day whenever I want to go somewhere, which is not going to motivate me to go anywhere, which is fine. I mean, I'm like, most of the time when I'm in Scotland, I just sleep, watch movies, and work and hang out with my brother. So it's not like, you know, it's not like I'm missing a bunch of stuff, but yeah, it means things like going into town to like see friends or get drinks with people or whatever. That's going to be very annoying. But I don't know, whenever I see someone from high school, I just feel so, I feel like a sense of shame or embarrassment for some reason for leaving, even though I know none of them think about me. Like, I'm not crossing anyone's mind. At least I'm assuming, like, because no one really crosses my mind unless I'm actively talking to them. And so I'm like, damn, like, this feels so like I'm not meant to be here almost. Which I don't know if that sounds more pretentious. I don't know. It just feels so, seeing people from high school just makes me feel a type of way. And I don't like the way that is. But I'll get over it. It's unlikely that I really see anyone there anyway. But yeah, I'm excited to see my mom, stepdad, brother. I'm excited for that. Seeing some of my friends there. Not excited for going to for seeing anyone in high school, but we'll see. You know, they didn't do nothing wrong. We were also like 17 in high school, so it's whatever. But yeah, so that's why I'm also in a rush, because I'm leaving for my flight at 12:30 and it's currently 11:45. so yeah, the flight's not at 12:30. The flight's at 3:45. My dad and my mom, they instilled very strictly always be 2 hours ahead of the airport, especially if it's international. I mean, they do it for whatever it is, but it's like better to be safe than sorry, basically. But you know what else happened? I did a Jubilee video. I meant to talk about this like a month ago, because that's when we filmed it, but the video came out last week. And so I just wanted to talk about that experience. Oh boy, that I think I'm learning at 22 that I have stage fright, like severe stage fright, where like even filming the Daniel show, for the first 20 minutes of filming, or maybe 15, no, that's an exaggeration. The first 10 minutes of filming, as soon as they called like act, I was like, okay, good, we're ready to start, camera, okay, let's go. As soon as I said that, my voice just like dropped. My voice was super like raspy, and I was like trying to fight through it. It was like something was in my throat, and I realized I think I was just so anxious that my body kind of just shut down, because it just feels like as soon as the camera is on, it's like I lose control of it. Feels like I'm losing control, and now it's all in control of who's editing it. Now, fortunately for things like the button or the Daniel show, like I was able to edit it, so I wasn't like as stressed. But doing like this Jubilee video, oh my, I mean, I think you can see me in the video at the start. I'm just like swaying, and like I don't know what to do with my hands, and I'm just like, I'm so nervous because I'm so worried about people hating me. And I'm worried about, I don't know. I just like, when a video is out there, it is like, I've seen people that I know and I like say something wrong in a video, and that's like what the comments are about. And I've seen someone that I'm like, oh, I hate that guy, and then they say something right in the video, and then everyone loves them. And I'm just like, the way people perceive media is so like there's nothing you can do when it's out there. Like, it's like you can delete the video. I don't have control of Jubilee, so whatever I said is there now, right? And I try not to filter myself in those moments, you know? Like, I try to be just fully myself. Like, if I think something's funny, I'll say it. If I think something's corny that someone said, I can't really hide my facial reaction of that. But that shoot was great. Honestly, I was nervous at the start, but as soon as we started rolling, I was like, oh, this is so fun. You know, I walk in there, and I was there really early because I didn't want to be late, especially for a shoot with like Jubilee. I'm just like, I'm worried that, you know, black people have this stereotype that they're always late. I definitely was around that growing up a lot, and it still applies to a lot of my black friends now. So I make an active effort to try not to do that, try to counter that. And sometimes that means, like, for the shoot, I think I was like 15 minutes late. So I was just sitting in my car waiting. And then they call us in, and they didn't want us. Oh, sorry. I should say, for context, it was a guess the gay person. So the video was, it was 5 straight guys trying to spot the gay guy that was among us. Right. And yeah, so they bring us in, and they're like, you cannot interact with each other. You cannot see each other. Like, we don't want you guys to have any biases or whatever, which makes sense, right? So we walk in, and I'm seated facing a wall. They're like, pick a corner, and there's just like 4 chairs in each corner of the room. And I just sit there facing wall. They're like, okay, if you want to turn around, there's snacks and stuff, but like only turn around for that. Like, otherwise put your AirPods in or earphones if you have them, take your phone out, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, damn, this is like intense. Like, and I'm also talking to like my friends that are gay, and I'm like, do you have any tips, like how I can catch them? And oh my goodness. So I know one of the directors, Julian, shout out Julian, awesome guy. He pulled me to the side and he asked like, okay, so like, what's your strategy? Do you have any, like basically trying to like get a rundown and make sure people aren't asking the same questions over and over. And initially my plan or my idea was I would say, I would basically like try bait them out and be like, oh, like when's the last time you slept with a guy? Try and say it so like subtly and see if anyone begins to talk, or be like, when's the last time you hooked up, or what's your grinder bio or something like that. Try to catch someone out that maybe begins to talk or changes their mannerisms or looks at the camera weird or something like that. And he's like, oh, someone's already planning to do that. So could you think of something else? And I was like, oh, okay. Watching that video back, thank God I did not follow through on that. Thank God this other guy did. It did not land. He I think the video, like he was the first one. Like the video starts and he goes in, he's like, okay, let's make this easy. Raise your hand if you're gay. Silence. It wasn't even like a, oh, that's a good one. Or like, it was just like silence. And he's like, oh no, I just thought I didn't see if someone, and he's like explaining himself under his breath. And then they cut to the next guy talking. I was like, oh my God, that could have been me. I was telling my girlfriend this and she's like, oh no, like you would have executed it better. And I'm like, oh man, I feel like I'm taking a glimpse into like an alternate reality, seeing someone that like this is what could have happened to me. This is how bad it could have been. So anyway, they ask us those questions, send us back in the room, and then they're like, after a while, they're like, okay, you ready? Like, we're gonna go. And I'm like, cool. So we go up, we get laved up, they get our names, test our mics, and we start. And I'm thinking, wait, these are the ones where you get money, right? Like, don't you win money by, like, because most of the series is called Odd Ones Out, or Odd One Out, something like that. And usually it's like, if you win, like the mole, right? So there's a liar, in this case, the gay guy. If they win, they would get money. But if we vote them out, then everyone that's still in the box gets money, right? And I was like, oh, sweet. So I'm going to get a bag. Spoiler alert, we did not get a bag. We did win, but we did not get a bag. It was like, it was a special episode where it was like 3 gay guys and they each tried in separate groups of straight guys to try and be straight. And all of them were voted out first, except our guy. Our guy is only still in this video. He was only still there because I couldn't convince anyone in time. As soon as we get in, right, I almost wore this. I have this sweater vest. It's like a sleeveless white sweater vest, right? And I think it looks good. I've had compliments on it, but I also have had someone say like, think I was gay because of it, right? Because I guess like the sleeveless aspect, I don't know, something about it screamed gay to some people. And so I walk out and this guy is wearing like the exact same sweater vest. Not the same one as me. It was like, mine was white. Theirs had like a checkered pattern or something. But sleeveless sweater vest, perfect skin, clean shaven. He looked like he had like a lip gloss on. And I was like, guys, it's him, right? Like, but I was also like, oh, maybe they threw someone in here who just has maybe more feminine traits or something, because that would throw us off. So I was like, let me not double down. We start the video. We're all asking questions. We're a little nervous at first. We figure it out. They ask about like, what's your type, blah, blah, blah. And then this guy starts talking, and throughout the video, okay, so let's say, so there's a thing called a gay scent, right? And my girlfriend said it's kind of like dangerous to say that in case that's like, because it's like gay people say it, but that doesn't mean straight people can say it. But I got permission from a gay friend. But anyway, a gay scent, gay accent. It's like the gay voice per se, right? Not everyone has it, obviously, but when I'm looking out for a gay person in a video like this, that's the first thing I'm looking for, is how do they sound, and are they trying to sound straight per se, right? If this guy's gay scent level started at like a 3, right? He's answering these questions, blah, blah. Yeah, this is my type, blah, blah. Over time, as the video progresses, it goes up and up to like an 8, 9. And I'm like, are we noticing this? Like his voice is slowly changing, getting higher. There's a little more of the accent. There's, you know, just like a twinge of gay, if you will. and it's getting stronger and stronger. But this one guy fumbled. I mean, not really fumbled. basically he said that he was married, but he didn't have a wedding ring. So he said he was married, and immediately I was like, oh, but you don't have a ring. And that was the only time I started second guessing. I was like, wait, is it this guy? But I was like, there's no way you would go to this, say you're married, and not bring a ring. Like, you know, someone will call it out. And then he was like, oh, in my culture, like, we don't wear rings. I was like, oh, okay, that's pretty valid. No one else was convinced though. That was like at the end of the round too. So everyone was still hung up about the ring thing. And so when it came to the voting, right, you'll see, I think I started putting up my hand, I put it down, and then I waited for the guy with the ring to put up my hand. When we're all voting who we think the gay guy is, it's completely anonymous, right? We all close our eyes. And in my head, I'm thinking, okay, if half the team vote for the gay guy and then half the team vote for the ring guy, we'll have a tie and it'll be harder to convince. For some reason in my head, I was like, it's better that, so we don't balance the votes. And in case anyone voted for me, I should vote for the ring guy because I feel like a majority will vote for him, so that next round I can push more for the guy that I thought was gay. And so I'm like, yeah, okay. I watched the video back. Almost everyone voted for that guy. So thank God that I put my hand up. So yeah, ring guy gets voted out. Next round, I go in hot. I'm like, okay, I'll be straight up. I'm stuck between Tony, who's the guy on my left, jacked ass guy, super good looking, and then the black guy who was gay with the sweater vest. And I'm like, it's between them, but voice. I don't think I said voice at that point. Yeah, I don't think I said voice at that point, but I was leaning towards the black guy, and I said that in the video. And Tony was so cool, man. Tony is awesome. Like, we were talking a little bit backstage afterwards, and during the video, I related to him the most as well, because I think he's engaged now, so congrats to him. But when he was saying stuff about like his girlfriend and his relationship, I was like, twin. Like, I relate to all of this, so that made me feel like he's definitely not lying. But I was like, I have to split the suspicion a little bit. And then the rest of the video, I am just pushing on this gay guy. I'm like, guys, they say this thing, this is it. I'm like putting pressure on this guy because I'm now convinced it is definitely him. Because by the way, the lights turn red if we're wrong and green if we're right. And so when the ring guy was voted out, it went red, which meant that we were wrong and we had to keep playing. So I'm like, I'm now 100% convinced it's this black guy with a sweater vest. And yeah, the rest of the game is just me trying to convince them that it's him. And they called me, they put pressure back on me, and as I think Tony asked about my beads or whatever, and they were like, you're putting a lot of pressure. And I'm like, guys, the reason I'm putting pressure on him is because I know it's him for sure. When I'm right, it'll look good. I said that in the video. Video ends, I was right. We voted him out, and he was like, damn, what was it? And I was like, it's your voice, man. It's the gay scent. Like, that's what it was. But everyone there was super nice. And for my first, I think that's my first Jubilee video, actually. And it was really fun. The crew was really nice. All of the cast members, at least that I interacted with, were really nice. The gay guy was super cool. I met the other two gay guys backstage, also super cool. They were really nice. And yeah, no, it was great. It's like, it's weird seeing, because also one of my clients reacts to a lot of Jubilee videos. And so it's weird. Like, I haven't brought up yet that I was on it. So, because I have to rewatch the video and see if it's good enough for a reaction before I recommend it to him. Because otherwise it'll come across as me just being like, watch this video because I'm in it, which is not the case at all. But yeah, it's weird, like, going from seeing how it's made and like watching the behind the scenes of someone watching it to like being on stage and being the one there. And it's like, wow, it is a lot harder in person when you're told one of the people around you is lying and all of the somewhat are answering the right questions. Because I think if this was a different video, if this is like guess the editor or guess the archaeologist or whatever, it's a little harder. But with something like being gay, the voice is just so clear for me. Whereas like with like, I can't tell an editor by their mannerisms or their voice. It's really just by what they say. Whereas this one, it felt more like mannerisms and voice was like the biggest, and like how you dress and etc. was like the biggest aspect to why it was easy to call someone out. But yeah, no, that was super fun. I'll link the video in the description if you want to watch it. And thanks again to, let me make sure I'm getting his name. I'm pretty sure it's Julian. But thanks again for having me be there. I appreciate it. That was so fun. I did another video for Jesser actually right before this, and that's actually how I met Julian. Yeah, I did not do so hot. That one, it was like guess the criminal. and I was voted out first round. I was the first one out because I stuttered immediately. So I was trying to, my story was going to be, in college I vandalized like our opposing team's like football field. So like, you know, like in Disney movies where they're like, oh yeah, let's do like the school prank, or like we steal their mascot, blah, blah, blah. So that was going to be my story. And then our team got arrested. We only stayed in jail overnight or for like 3 days or something in holding cells, blah, blah, blah. That was the play. As soon as we get up there and they're like, okay, so what was your crime? One by one going through, I'm like repeating vandalism, vandalism, vandalism. And then as soon as it gets to me, I'm like, hey, my name is Zade, and vandalism, and then they're like, vandalism, and they're like, cool, definitely not that guy, let's move on to the next one. And immediately it was like, yeah, okay, I fumbled. Like I started to, and I think doing that maybe like 2 weeks before this video, or maybe a month before this video, I think that maybe made me more anxious, where I was like, damn, I could really go up there, stutter and fail, but it gave me more, what's the word? I was more motivated to do well because of it. Like I was like, I want to prove, like I want to get past this stage fright thing. I want to get good at being on camera, and the only way to do that is to do it consistently. And so yeah, I tried my best, and I feel like I did pretty good. And I sucked in the first one, but thanks again to Jester and the team for having me. That was also a great shoot. But yeah, so I guess the gay guy, and I got it right. So, you know, maybe I've got a good gaydar. Time wise, I have 15 minutes. Yeah, let me lock in and talk about streaming real quick. Streaming is amazing. I am having so much fun. I streamed 3 times this month. I did it on last Sunday. I streamed. I think after Zade is okay. And then on Saturday I streamed, and on Sunday this week I also streamed. And it's just so much fun. I think because I have a goal and a topic, and I'm talking with the chat, and like viewers are adding like insight and ideas, and like it feels like we're building something fun together. I think that's what's like making me enjoy it so much. On Sunday we started this Snowfall edit. Snowfall's a great show. If you haven't watched it, I highly recommend. And on TikTok there was a trend of people like doing edits with Snowfall. So I was like, okay, what if, since I didn't have a specific clip suggested by a viewer yet, which is like the plan. And I was actually talking to my girlfriend about this, because I was talking about how it can feel embarrassing putting yourself out there, right? So like having an idea, for example, the basis of this whole streaming thing is viewers submit clips with an idea of what we do with the clip, like what edit we do, what we put them in, what we replace, blah, blah, blah. And then together with the chat and everyone on stream and me, we're all like adding to it and building a meme that we then post online on TikTok, Instagram, whatever. And then I credit the people that like worked on it, and then that can drive more viewers towards stream because they want to see me do it. Maybe they want to impact or add their own ideas towards the video and stuff like that. And so like I made a form where it's like submit your clip and your idea. And I think I had, and I still have, 1 submission. And at first I was like, oh, that sucks. Like people aren't really into the idea, but the streams are going so well. And especially like if it's just like my ideas to begin it, and then people can like add to that. And what I realized is like, there's nothing embarrassing about it. One person saw it, gave an idea, and we're able to use that. Like we're not using it for this one, but we're going to use it probably in 2 weeks, because we have the next 2 weeks set up. But like, it's like I learned through doing that, right? Like 1, it forced me to think more myself. Like I had to think of my own idea, what we do instead. And I think what we came up with was great. And 2, the form is so badly made. The form is super confusing. It like, I try to over explain when I'm trying to make something make sense, if that makes sense. So the form is set up where you put the clip, for example, that TikTok clip that we did last week, I showed on screen. I'll put it up again. But that TikTok clip of the guy that's just like talking to the screen about 9/11. And then it would be like, and then you type a description of like, put him in Minecraft, replace the background with this, blah blah blah, make it this, blah blah blah. And that's the idea. But the way I set up the form, I put examples through text links of me trying to word it, and it was just super confusing, so it's not very intuitive at all. Also, I didn't promote the form enough on stream where it's like where they would know. And also, a majority of the people joining the stream are just like, they're there to watch and see what we're doing and add to it. When there's like an extra task of like work, it's like, we're already doing this in chat. So like, why are we taking them to an external link for me to then analyze, run through, being, it's just like, I made it complicated. So I'm glad I made the form. I'm glad that it didn't do super well in terms of like people adding to it. And I'm also really glad with streaming. I'm having so much fun. I love editing, and I found a way to do it with people and to be consistent about it too. Like, I'm only able to do this because I've been working so hard on like having a stricter schedule, balancing my work life, social life, etc. And I feel like I'm finally at that point where now I can add in my own creative endeavors. And I'm just so happy. I'm so excited. I just feel like every time we're starting to stream, every time we start stream, I'm just like, I'm a little nervous, and then someone jumps in, says hi, what are we doing? And it's like, I have something to do. So even if there's no one watching, even if there's 50 people watching, whatever it is, I have something that I am doing. And recently, it feels like it's coming to fruition, because people that don't know me on social media, don't know me as an editor, were finding my stream just through the Twitch is it search tab, the Twitch recommended, whatever. They found me through the art tab because they saw me editing, and they like fully were just like lurking. They were watching. They were like, hey, how's it going? They were adding in their own input, and I was like, wow, like this is like really reaching an audience, and I love that. Like, this is people that are either interested in learning editing, interested in what editing is, interested in just seeing the final funny video and how it's made. It's just like anyone is welcome in the stream, and I feel like it's such a fun stream to be a part of. It's like, I always want to make things that I would watch, and I'm making something that I would watch. I don't really watch streams, I think, ever, unless it's like one of my friends and I'm like supporting them. But this is something that like I would watch. I used to watch this editor, Archie MCW. He edits for The Yard. He used to stream editing just randomly sometimes throughout the week, and I would watch all of those streams and just learn so much. And I'm like, I feel like I'm doing something like that for other people, and it feels amazing. And also, I'm having fun. Like the edit that we're gonna make, I was rewatching it just myself yesterday. Just like we've only storyboarded it, which is usually what we do the first stream. I'm trying to do 2 streams to finish each video, so it's like we storyboard it the first time and start some rotoscoping, like the annoying, boring stuff. And then the second day, which would be the Sunday, we do the final edit where we, or I guess we're doing it on Saturdays now. But we do the final edit where we finish all of the stuff. The rotoscoping's done. We fill in, and we're basically making a snowfall edit where we put him in Minecraft. And so it's a scene where they're in a car. We're going to replace them with mine carts. There's a scene where they refer to other territory. It's going to be like a gas is like shooting at them from the nether, like et cetera, et cetera. And I think it's going to be so fun. And just seeing that we built it together with the chat, we're all adding ideas, and that new people are coming in that don't know I exist and enjoy what they're seeing. It just feels so amazing. I just feel so privileged and so lucky to be where I am. And having this podcast series to also do it, I'm just like, yes, like finally, after years of like trying to find a way to be consistent, I finally found a way where I can be somewhat consistent and keep growing in it and keep getting better, because I feel like my editing is improving every single day. And I want to keep improving, and I'm just so happy. I'm so excited, and I can look back on literally 2 episodes ago, episode 3 or whatever, where I was like, I kind of want to start streaming. This is a streaming idea. I don't know if I will do it, but I think it's a good idea. And then it's like, hey, I did the first stream, and then it's like, now I'm just like loving it. And I'm sure there's going to be loads of ups. There's going to be streams that like pop off, and maybe I don't utilize it. I don't. What's the word? You know what I'm saying, where I don't like capitalize on it. I don't capitalize on it enough. And there's also gonna be streams where there's no viewers and I'm just editing in to avoid talking to myself. But like, I can document all of that through this, and I'm gonna get better and learn each time. Like, I've been trying to work on thumbnails. If you notice, I changed all the Zade is okay thumbnails. I don't think they're perfect, but the last one, the CTR is highest that it's ever been. It has the most views I've ever had on any of the episodes in 3 days. It's got more views than the first 3 episodes before that got in like 2 weeks. or it's 2 in a month, I guess. And so it's like, I feel like I'm actually getting better and I'm improving. And I'm so grateful to all of you that are watching this because you make it possible. Damn, I had so much I wanted to talk about. I have, I'll see if I can answer one of these questions super quickly. I just started to get into editing and I love it, but I don't know who to edit for. What types of videos would be good practice for just individual work, I guess? And is iMovie okay or is it too goofy? Lol. So iMovie is fine. I mean, I feel like with practicing editing is really just about doing, and I feel like that's the most repeated thing ever. It's it's easiest said than done, but it really is like, what do you enjoy? Is there a TV show that you like? Maybe take clips from that TV show and edit those. But you can make those TikTok edits. You could try make learn rotoscoping through putting them in video games that you like. Maybe you want to like replace a scene, put an explosion in it, like finding things that you already enjoy, like media that you already like, that is like free and available online. Like if you, for example, the snowfall clip, I just searched snowfall clip and there's so many full 4K res from like the official companies that are posting it. And then you can just download that for free. Or if you like, the way I started was editing really through my friends, where like my friends would edit video or would record videos, right? So maybe if you already play video games, you already play Overwatch, Minecraft, whatever, then maybe film yourself. If you like writing stories, but you don't have a camera, or you're not like able to film around the place, right? Make that story in Minecraft, make it in Roblox or whatever it is, right? Find a medium where you're able to find a medium where you're able to express that story, even if it's not like the highest quality necessarily, right? Because your first edit is most likely not going to be great, but it's going to be great that you did it, that you made it. And then your next edit can be better. And then each time you get faster until it's muscle memory. Because with editing, it's a skill, right? We're all clicking the same buttons. We all have, or a majority have access to a bunch of the same tools, or can get access to a bunch of the same tools. And it's like, I'm not like, my fingers aren't doing anything different than what you can do. It's really just how long I've been doing it, so I know what to click and when and where to put it and how to place things. And then even I don't know everything, so I'm watching tutorials as I go. Like if you watch some of the editing streams, you'll see that I'm Googling how to do this thing, or how to track this thing, or best way to do blank, or whatever. Like I'm still learning at the same time, and that's something I love so much about it. And yeah, so that's what I would say. What types of videos are good for practice? Whatever videos you're already interested in, whether it's clips or video games, or you can like download. So a lot of streamers have editors. You can download the VODs of the streams and then re-edit them yourself. That can be practice, right? And see like what you would do with that footage. And yeah, I mean, also if you're trying to get found, I'd say posting your work is like the biggest way. Posting it on Twitter, on Instagram, like you never know who's going to see that. All of my music video VFX work basically started from me posting one music video I did for client one. And it didn't even like pop off necessarily likes wise, it didn't outperform anything, but the right person saw it and was like, oh, you do VFX for music videos, we're looking for someone. And then that's how I got into that. So yeah, really posting your work. Don't be embarrassed about it. Don't be afraid, because everything is embarrassing until it works. Almost every single time. Your idea is almost always embarrassing until it works for other people to see. So keep pushing through. If you think it's a good idea, double down, keep working on it, but also keep improving as you go. Just because it's a good idea, for example, with the streaming idea, just because it's a good idea to me doesn't mean I need to just do it and then never improve. I just have to keep repeating it over and over in the exact same way. That'll never work, right? Same with like thumbnails. I'm trying to get better at thumbnails. I still don't think I've cracked it, but I think I'm getting a little better at finding a way for someone to see something and think it's worth clicking on. And yeah, okay, so I am out of time. I appreciate y'all watching so much. About to hit I should have had this down the whole time. The lighting looks better. About to hit this flight to Scotland. Wish me luck. And I will see you guys next week. I'd say I'm an 8 out of 10. I'm feeling pretty good. Maybe 7.5 because I'm kind of nervous about the Scotland trip. But I'm feeling pretty good. All right. I will see you later. Have a great day. Goodbye.